Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of EverQuest 2. And I am here with.
Beelzebub, a gamer, guys, and I'm playing Crusher, who is a level 18 ogre berserker.
And I am a level 17 Fury.
And
And
what's the name of your race? What's the name of your race?
I actually don't know what the name of my race is. What is it actually?
Vampire. I don't
Well,
think it's pronounced vampire, but that's what basically what it is a vampire.
yeah, he's a vampire-ish creature, and he has spells to go along with that, or
Look,
innate
guys, look at
abilities.
him.
But
He does sparkle in the sunlight.
no, I do not, guys. This is about as sparkly as I get right there with my little
Oh,
fireworks.
wow. All right, let's go ahead and get this quest from Vircho. Did you get the Throm beads? Yes, here you are. These will do nicely. There are some among us who do not wish to go to a place as dangerous as Monk Island, but the treasure of such a place interests them greatly. Thank you. You're welcome. So as long as we're harassing the Throms, would you care to gather another item of interest from the Throm Cave? Sure. Recently, a trader such as myself sold me what he called a Throm Delicacy. I was skeptical at first, but once tasting it, excuse me, guys. The Throms have a way of spicing clam meat unlike anything I've ever tasted. It's aged, too, interestingly enough. I believe they age it in a salty air of the tunnel. I would like you to go find some of these Throm spiced clams and retrieve them. I can do that. Alright, it's Throm Delicacy, level 13. And it gives at least 4 silver and 13 copper. And it gives me a fighter ring, which is a downgrade. What is it giving you?
Pretty much the same thing. It's a priest ring, and it only adds 7 wisdom, level 13 requirement, which is it should be a downgrade, but I only have one really good one, and the other ring that I have is pretty sucky, so it just matches what the other one is. So not really worth it. But we have done some really high level quests already, and that's why some of these lower level ones that you can see that just are light green to us, maybe even not even green to you. Don't really give you that good stuff. Like, you got to do them kind of in order.
Well, we still want to do all the quests, guys. We're showing you basically a playthrough, and we want to show you how and where to go and what to do in case you have any questions. And that's what we're trying to do here. Help you guys.
But when you guys go through it, my suggestion would be to try to do them as the level requirement goes with it. Now, you're not really going to be able to do that, because if you do all the quests in a certain area as the level suggests you do it, you're going to level a whole lot faster than the quest will basically be allowed to keep up with. So unless you never turn in any of the quest, if you do the quest and then don't turn it in, you might be able to keep your level low enough to continue to do those quests and still be, fighting, blues or even sometime. But the moment you go back and turn in like 5 or 6 quests, you're going to gain like a level and a half. And that's really going to push you past that limit where the creatures are just going to get easier and easier and easier to kill because you're leveling so quickly at this stage. And, it does slow down as you get to a higher level a little bit. But, I remember going through pretty much all the levels pretty quickly. The only time it ever slowed down dramatically was when, I would kind of go off on my own rather than with a friend or with a group and kind of go solo a little bit. And eventually, at higher levels, your class starts to play a bigger role, and you will get into places where you just can't really kill the creature as a cleric, or you can't kill the creature as a tank without a healer there to help you out. And in this game, if you have a gold subscription, you can use mercenaries. But I never really liked mercenaries. I like grouping with other people. I like talking to them. I like getting to know them as I play the game. So I'm not a big fan of mercenaries, but some people are. Some people love them. It allows them to just log on and do what they need to do and not have to worry about finding another person to group with, because there is always that concern that, hey, I only got an hour to play. If I have to look for somebody to group with and maybe they want to do something else, or maybe they're further along or further behind on the quest, I have to wait for them to catch up. And if I only have an hour to spend.
I'm gonna help you right there, dude. I had the bank. I forgot about the money that I transferred on this character, so I had to pick that up, guys. I'm sorry. I do apologize, but I am behind.
That's all right, man. And I'm just down here picking up the little baskets. I got 4 out of 5, and I got 5 out of 5. But I'll keep killing. I'll kill some of these Throms and clear the way for Crusher to get down here. If are you on your way already?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
should. Wait, where am I? Oh God, I went the wrong way.
Nice. These guys do spawn rather quickly though, so
But yeah, I'm almost there. Dude. I just went a
and
little out of the way.
and if you look at them, they're actually pretty cool looking. They got little pointy shoes on, almost like elven shoes. You know, they got a nice little cool look to it. They got a buckler around their shoulder, and they got a little red, almost like cape that goes around the back of them. It's pretty cool that they designed them this way. You won't see a whole lot of games really take the effort to make a very unique character. Now, I do wish the graphics would be slightly better than the way they are. This guy kind of just looks like a mass of, I don't know what, kind of like something that's been sat out in the sun for too long and melted together.
Melted, yeah, melted
Yeah.
candle, like a wax figure or something like Paris Hilton from that one movie.
Oh man, such a horrible movie.
House of Wax.
You knew it was going to be a horrible movie when you said her name and movie in the same sentence, but that was just so bad. And I actually like the original one too, so
I haven't seen the original House of Wax. I need to check that out.
I'm all about the black and white.
Now, have you
Black
seen
and white
White
movies,
Zombie?
man.
The 1932 movies with Bela Lugosi? I think it's Bela Lugosi, where he's the plantation owner in Haiti. Have you seen that movie?
No, I don't think I've seen that one. The very first zombie movie I ever saw was Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version. They were running it in my my parents' movie theater, and you know they were
Love that movie.
you know
Love that
they owned it and they were the managers, and they were like, you can't go watch this movie, you can't go in that movie, and I go off and go watch the movies. And one of the days when they weren't paying close enough attention, I snuck in there, and it had been out for a while, and nobody was in there for that showing. It was like 4 in the afternoon, and you know nobody was there, so I snuck in and I sat in the auditorium, complete pitch black, all by myself at a very young age, and I watched this amazing zombie movie.
Great
That
movie.
yeah, it just you know, to this day I still love zombie movies because of that. Not very many movies nowadays that I can remember sitting down and getting that same feeling of just being completely and totally terrified. Did you get all the stuff you needed?
I did. I'm ready to
Okay.
go back.
So let's go ahead and run back. As you
Look
can
at my
see,
little guy. Look at my little guy. Look, you can't even see him in the water, man.
that's because he's drowning right now, man.
No, he's fine.
You're
dude.
abusing your little slave
No,
there.
no, he's not. He's my buddy, man. Come on, don't make
Hey,
it like
hey,
that.
you own the rights to him, man. If you want it, you could go back and trade him in for another model. Except he's a living creature.
AC Game, he's just playing, guys. He's just playing. He's not advocating slavery, really.
Well, I'm not advocating. You're the one with the slave, not me. Completely and totally inappropriate for this game, but they put it in there. Messed up big time. They could have just said that he was a pet that you bought, and people would have been okay with that, but they like actually made him like sentient beings that can think and had a language and traditions and customs, and they're like, oh, and by the way, now you own him. And I'm like, no, that ain't right.
You're gonna make me bring out my Chocodile, aren't you?
At least that one's like I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there who are like, that's not right either, but at least he's like not a sentient being in the sense that they have like their own culture and their own language and rituals and things of that sort that can be contemplated by, you know, us in the general sense of the word that we do things.
You see, the little baby gorilla he was orphaned, and you killed his daddy, so I saved him.
That makes it
I
even
basically
worse.
adopted. No, I adopted
You didn't adopt him. You killed his dad.
adopted
Like
him,
you went
dude.
over there and
No, you
like
killed his dad. I
and
was
you
like,
murdered
no,
his
AC,
family,
no.
and then you take him as like a prize and be like, now you belong to me. You know,
I
like
tried to
it gets
stop him,
worse.
guys.
Like
I
you're
tried to stop him. I begged him to stop.
you're like digging it
He was
in
on a
deeper.
murderous rampage.
Yeah, tell him more of the backstory. Why don't you tell him like how you killed his father and stuff? It's horrible, man.
With the sword.
I don't like that. Yeah, very slowly in front of the kid. I
Or
mean,
roasting him over a fire pit. Like, this is your daddy. This is your daddy.
yeah, a horrible storyline in this one, man. Really, really rough with that story. I can't imagine. But we're gonna go ahead and turn in onto this one. Hopefully, this guy, all he wants is some clams to eat. I mean, that's not bad. No, he's not hurting anybody.
Did you gather the clams? We didn't even have to kill nobody. Now, AC Gamer was killing people when I got there.
It's because
so
you were
know
too
how-
slow. I gotta help you out, man.
All right, and that's Throm Delicacy, and we got the Fighters Ring, guys, and you can see it's not an upgrade for me, so I am going to accept it, but I'm going to sell it, and I got 8 silver and 29 copper.
See, I got 9 silver and 71 copper right there, plus the ring, which is not an upgrade. It just equals to what one of the rings I already have is. same level requirement on it, so I'm not going to really do anything with that other than sell it. But if it is treasured item, remember that you can transmute it, and if you start your transmuting skill early enough, you can kind of level that up with you as you go through the levels. You may have to go off and get a few pieces here and there to kind of bump your skill up as you go through the game, but this is the easiest way to do it. Start as you're low and start working as you progress through the game. If you haven't already started your transmuting skill, I would highly suggest pumping a little bit of cash into that, getting it up to right around the level that you're at right now. And that way, when you start getting into your 30s and 40s and you start getting all these pieces of armor that you don't really need or that you're replacing with other ones, you can transmute those, get some really cool items off of that, pieces that you can use in your trade skill later on. So let's go ahead and hit accept. And this is going to lead us to another quest, so we're going to do that on the next episode. Either him or some of the other ones. You can see there's actually quite a few people here that still have quests above their heads that we need to do. And each one of these people have a chance of having a very, very long quest line. Each one of them could give you, 5, 6, 7 quests in a row. So there's tons and tons of stuff to do here. And as you do quests for some of these guys, other ones that do not have quests will pop feathers above their heads and say, hey, since you helped that guy out, would you mind helping me out? And then when you're done with this region, you can actually go up there where the waterfall is. You'll see that there's no bridges, and there's quite literally another little camp there that will offer you even more quests. And as you go further and further into the zone, there's like 2 or 3 more places you can get more.
If we finish out the quest in this zone, will something special happen?
Yeah, it tells you just wasted a whole bunch of time. No, no, you don't really get anything special other than there is an achievement to get. I think it's like, depending on the zone that you're in, it's somewhere between 50 to 75 quests done in a Pacific zone, and that's usually like 3/4 of the quests that you can possibly get in that zone. And if you do all the zones on a continent or in a region, you get a little achievement for that Pacific region, and then of course if you do all the regions of a continent, you get another achievement. If you do all the continents, you get another achievement, and it's just...
I thought we got a mount. I thought we'd get a mount if we did all the...
No, only in a very low-level zone. I guess this could probably be considered a low-level zone, but this one was specifically made for newbies, and I don't know if you get a mount to this one. I don't remember getting a mount in this zone.
I hope so, because that's what I'm kind of counting on. Because I remember I got that mount for my necromancer for doing all the quests in... What's that one that before Neck Forest and outside Narek? What's that zone called?
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of it is anymore, but Darklight Woods.
Darklight Woods. That's it. Yeah.
But yeah, you can get a mount there. You can get a mount over in Frostfang Sea, and you can get one over in pretty much any zone that you have a low-level person start in. This zone is a little different in the sense that this zone didn't exist for a long portion of the game and was specifically added during one of the expansions as like the go-to newbie area, and they actually put in voice acting, and it's a really cool place. They kind of fell short on it. I would say about 50% of the creatures or the NPCs we talked to right off of the bat of the game had voice acting. The other ones didn't, and now that we've gotten a little bit higher level, probably about 5% of them still have voice acting. The rest don't.
They ran out of funding, dude.
Yeah, I guess they did, but they did an amazing job on the voice acting they had.
Yeah, they
and
did.
I think it would be amazing to have that in an MMO in every single quest that you can do. It really, for the people who are kind of lazy, which is pretty much everybody. I mean, everybody's lazy in some sense of the word. And if you don't have to read the quest, a lot of people don't. They just click on it, get past it, see what the requirements are. Oh, I need to go kill 8 gorillas. I need to kill 5 giraffes. I need to kill whatever. And they go off and kill those things. They don't know why they're killing them. They're not really worried about that. They're just trying to finish it off, get a good item.
Why do you want to keep killing gorillas, dude? What's with you and the gorillas? You're so bloodthirsty when it comes to...
Yeah, I will kill those gorillas all day long for the stuff that they were doing. Maybe one day they'll learn not to mess with the vampire who has a conscience. Because just because I got to drink blood does not mean I got to take it from the unworthy and the nice people. I can take it from evil people and be perfectly happy with my conscience on that one.
Yeah, you did accept money for killing them, that's right, and for causing further suffering and damage.
Yeah, I'm happy to take money for doing that on them. I do that stuff for free, because they're just horrible people.
AC
And
was part of the problem and not the solution.
no, I'm part of the solution on that one.
I actually
These,
adopted a little gorilla baby, so I am
after
part of the
murdering his
solution.
father in front of him, like you keep forgetting that piece, and you didn't adopt
It didn't
him.
happen. It
You
didn't
didn't.
happen.
You
I don't
didn't
know what you're
adopt
talking
him. You
about.
took ownership of him. Like you own that little baby gorilla. It's just horrible. He can trade that baby gorilla in for like a new one anytime he wants to. Name me
I
one
believe if you look
adoption
in,
place that will allow you to do that. Hey, I don't like the way this guy looks. Like, I have another one.
I believe if you
No.
look in AC Gamer's inventory, he also has a baby gorilla stone.
Well, I do have one, and I was going to delete it, but I thought that was even more careless or heartless to basically wipe him from existence just because I didn't want a slave. But I'm not using him. Like, he's there, and he's free to do whatever he wants. I do have ownership because there's no way for me to relinquish it. But one day I will find that magical tie that I can break, and he can go off and live a free life in the gorilla community and be incredibly grateful. Maybe he will be the one who sparks the change and causes a revolution, and you'll see this whole zone torn apart by never again signs and stuff like that, because that is just so messed up. So messed up they would put slavery in this game.
Oh man.
But again, guys, if you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely leave comments down below. We'd love to hear back from you. Maybe not on this topic, because that's kind of, yeah.
Kind of messed up. It is
yeah.
kind of messed up, guys. Yeah.
We kind of make light of it because it's just so outrageous that they even put it in here, but really not a topic to really be making fun of at all. But yeah, leave your comments down below. We'd like to hear what you have to say, as long as it's, you know, tasteful. Kind of keep it respectful down on the channel below. I don't usually use foul language. I don't really think it has a place on the internet because it can offend so many people, and people know what you're talking about by using other words anyways. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next time.
Subscribe.